Still going to be a while before they're ripe, but look at that. It's like double the size of the other ones. Let's taste it. It's like there's berries growing in the berry. And these two, with similar berries, are the other variety. Dwarf Girardi plant. Really fruiting. There's a lot more sun in this location than there was in the other place, so that might be why it's just doing better here. I want to say Firewitch Dianthus transplant was very successful. These have just burst into flower. Mint is going really well. This is a weed. However, flavor is lacking. So I'm going to try adding some nitrogen sources to see if that adds to the flavor at all. Some green onions, doing great in this pot as well. Hemrod grape has returned despite minor injury caused by my dog. No blame. It's still alive. This was going to be one main line, but as you can see, there's no longer an end here. So instead, we're going to go with this guy. One line here. Coming out a second ear wood from this one here. And then on this line here, I've got, we go up and up and up and up and up. Now that the dog has destroyed the other vine, we're going to use this one. So 2 vines from the primary vine. The raspberries are wild this year, and because of the rain, all the bushes are over right now, but despite everything, I've never seen so many flowers on my bushes. Got about as many individual vines as I normally have, however, they're just flowering a lot more. Maybe the root mass has just had enough time to establish itself. Maybe I just applied the right amount of fertilizer. Who knows? And now the Isai kiwi self-pollinating transplant from a shadier area. Not all branches, not all vines rather, came back, but at least 2 of them did. Not sure if these are flowers or more leaves. All the pepper plants are doing well now that they're outside. New leaves are coming out green, despite some nutrient deficiencies that developed from being inside for 5 months. Got a lot of arugula, a lot of radishes that need to be harvested soon. I'm unsure what I'm going to plant here instead. I am trying to sprout some micro tomato plants, but seeds are a bit older, so we'll see. If not, I will try some carrots. Potato onions in this area right here. They're doing very well. They've come back. I am, however, starting to see some flower stalks coming up. Now, potato onions, similar to shallots, will slowly spread out over time. Every season will multiply. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with the flower heads in this case, so I'm going to have to look into that. Alright, so I'll have to review last year's data, but it looks like the scapes are starting to form on the garlic. I'm hoping for some good harvests. I've got about 40 cloves, and of the about 35 cloves I grew last year, there's about 3 garlic cloves left. They're all in the freezer at this point because they started to root themselves around early March, so I put what was left in the freezer. And so far it's been great. A fan favorite, well, for me at least, chive flowers This is Saltus. You grow it for the stalk, not the leaves. First time growing. This is also Saltus, but it obviously did not handle things as well. It's already bolting. This Saltus, which I'll put the variety down. This big one here is the red Saltus, I think. This one was put out much earlier than the bolting one. The weather was pretty cold, but it's still alive. It's got a good stem going, so yeah. Saltus, like lettuce, can handle pretty cold weather. Monte Gusto beans are up. I'll be saving some seeds this year as I'm running low. I need to figure out what I'm going to do here. So these are all carrots from last year, and the stalks are getting really tall. They're going to go to seed, which is the plan, but they're much taller than I thought they would be. So we're going to figure that one out. Got some cauliflower, I've got some lettuce, got some cabbages, I've got a zucchini in here somewhere. This is Peruvian marigold, not grown for flowers, grown for the leaves. Peruvian mint, some marigold, black marigold, something like that. It definitely has a citrus flavor to it. And the bane of my existence, fucking creeping bellflower. Everywhere, everywhere. I pick it, it keeps coming back. Unfortunately, where it generally is, I can't dig up the soil to get the main roots, because then I'd be disturbing roots of other plants, like this asparagus. The columbines continue to look great. Trying to create a patch of color here in the shady area. Gets about 3 hours of sun per day. And that big leaf in the middle here is wild ginger, doing well amongst the creeping bellflower that continues to be picked almost daily. Thimbleberries. Well, the first thimbleberry I purchased early this season did not end up surviving. I got some on clearance, and they are all doing really well. Hey look, it's more creeping bellflower next to that rhubarb that needs to be picked. I continue to not have flowers on this female kiwi and this boy kiwi. This is it's been several years. She grows fast. This is about 3 weeks of growth. In its prime, this thing is going to grow over a foot a week. And in this garden over here, we've got the peas growing. No pods forming yet. Temps are going to be in the 30s during the day for the next few weeks, week at least, so we'll see how the peas do. Hopefully the artichokes and lemongrass like the heat though. And of course, clearance sales, apple tree. This is whatever that variety is on screen. The leafing is coming up pretty quickly. This plant, this tree, apple tree, will never get taller than about 5 feet. Same with this apple tree. It will never get taller than about 5 feet, 5 to 6 feet. So that means I now have, technically, 6 varieties of apple growing. My new project is the side yard, which is very loud. My husband saw this and thought I had bought flower arrangements. Nope, all from seed. Petunias, matrix mix, whatever that is, and a bunch of this brassica family related flower. There's a lot of flowers that are about to open up. Echinaceas, black-eyed Susans. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, ready yet. This is only a small harvest of the lower leaves before they get eaten by creatures. They're not quite ripe yet, but some of them are pretty tasty.